Chewing away, Monog Dog. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Bienvenue to another edition of the Blue Green Ocean Road with your hosts, David R. Stenberg. And it's Captain Morgan from the SS Poop Deck. I have a guest appearance by my dog Diogi. Oh, my doggy Wolfie made an appearance on the deck in his late stage geriatric state. How's it going?
How are you?
Not bad, not bad at all. How are you?
Yeah, all right.
There she is. Good dog. Made it out here. Good dog. What goeth on?
Much. Working. Still working too much. Can't take it.
I'm
And the nightmare job.
nightmare job. Sounds awesome.
How bad is it?
A nightmare.
Well, it's taken till this week to actually get some decisions about the thing that I'm supposed to make. And it's very different from what I bid on. And some of it's kind of unrealistic. And I should have been making parts all winter instead of going back and forth with drawings all winter. Drawings that they claim they couldn't read. I don't know. It's a long story.
We don't
But
know.
in the end, I met the architect and he had no trouble with my drawings.
I've been working with OpenClaw.
Ooh.
It's an agent. It's this program. He's kind of famous. And he retired sort of. And then in like an afternoon, he made this client, like it's called OpenClaw because Claw didn't like. It's not has anything to do with Anthropic. It has to do with him. He just said it was a neat name. Anyway, it's an agent. So like if you had a business, for instance, I'm doing this now. I'm just doing it on a Google account that I don't care about. I just opened one. So you give it. It's almost like a worker, like a secretary.
Right.
The first you give it these abilities. You can get like email ability. You give it that ability.
Yep.
And it runs on your system. It's an AI
Yep.
that runs on your system, right? So you give it the ability. This is just an example. You tell it like your stuff, like your business. You can actually talk to it, and then you have like here's a good one. Say frequently asked questions that you get off your website, right? As an email, like do you make stairs? Do you make outdoor stairs? Do you use cement? Stuff like that. Common questions. So the AI itself will just email back because you have it frequently
Right.
asked questions.
Right.
It'll just handle that. But if it runs into one it doesn't know, it'll text you. You'll get a text right away telling you, and just boil down the email too, so you don't have to read a whole bunch. So anyway, that's one thing. Abilities. They call it abilities.
It can be a secretary, like you said. You can have an AI secretary.
Yep.
Hey,
Heard
Mike,
about that.
Hey,
how's it going?
Mikey.
What
Trying to
news of
figure
the
out-
North, Mike?
got a couple inches.
Couple of what? Oh.
We got a dusting, and now it's all gone.
Wow, you're lucky.
We got nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. I kicked the last snowbank last night outside. It was like hanging on, and I gave it a big kick.
Nice.
Oh, the sun up was. Did you see sunrise today? I don't know about up there, but here.
It was late.
It was. Where I
I'm on the
was, right?
western slope.
There was a cloud and it came down. It almost was like tornado shape, but it wasn't. It was just how it looked, and the sun was like hitting the corner, and it was like illuminating the whole thing. And I'm on the highway, right? And people are starting to like stare at it. You know, like it was. I was looking at it. I said, "Whoa, Jesus Christ!" I said, "I'm thinking like I got to get my camera out." You know.
Oh,
Anyway, it's too bad. That was a classic. That was a good one. When I
Well,
had
over
endless,
here,
like,
I wouldn't get that early sunrise here because I'm on the western side of the mountain here.
yeah, you
So
got some good ones up there. I know. Campus
I get good sunsets.
sunsets too. There was this one time they used to give us a terabyte. Google gave us a terabyte Flickr, right? You can put a terabyte of shit up there. So I don't know. I had half a terabyte of sunsets, right? So then they cut it out, and I was like, oh. There was a couple I really loved, but I couldn't find them. That like the clouds had done like a spiral, right?
Oh,
And it was fucking mad. And then I even filmed it because it was moving. It was awesome. That was fucking great. It looked like the surface of Jupiter almost. Yeah. Anyway, but all my pictures, photographs, like in the Navy and shit, like all that, those are useless. You want the people, right? You don't want really sunsets. But yet, I was trying to take one this morning. Yeah,
well, it's like when you're taking a trip, like you can do a solo trip. It's great. It's fun. But when you do it with somebody, then you can always like, you got someone to reminisce with, like, hey, remember that?
The picture of me, I got my head in the sand. It's just my butt in the air. It's just, that's a good one. It's like fun. Yeah, I should be like, I should put that like on one of my avatars. Like butt in
but
the
you could be
air.
like me, you can do the solo trips and just tell the same stories to the same people over and over.
Just over. And
Oh,
over.
well, I do that too. And I do that with trips that I take with people.
Yeah.
And I do that with just about every fucking story I've ever had.
Yeah.
But we never stop you, Mike, because they're good stories.
They're
We
good.
want to hear them again. Yeah.
And they get better every time because you learn how to do it.
Right.
That's like
Yeah,
that's
right,
old
well.
shit. That's how people kept written histories of their tribe. It was like these stories and shit.
I need to go make some new stories.
They get condensed. They get a little condensed. You get the good, the really hard hitting parts better. And
Yeah.
pretty soon it's just going to be a look. Come down to just a look. Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Remember the thing? Oh yeah, that was great.
Hopefully
And then,
that time comes really soon.
Right. Had to get some coffee.
You just number them. All right, story number 13.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we'll number them.
Yeah. So that's good. Yeah, I've heard about that program. A lot of people are talking about it. A lot of people are getting that program.
It's
A
dangerous.
lot of
though.
average folks.
The only
not just
danger is
businesses.
the abilities, right? He wrote some, and then some other people wrote some. They can upload, right? Because it's open source, and those turned out to be pretty nasty. Because you can just write any, and he wasn't once. He was just he doesn't work for a company. He just did it. He's one of those guys that does open source stuff, and so he was out for a while, and he came back, and this one like took off, and he wasn't ready for that, and he hadn't set it up either. So a lot of people lost money. Like they gave it the ability to buy shit. They gave it access. Like that's an ability. You can have it buy
Yes.
shit for
Yep.
you. You could like here's my checking account. Go nuts, right? Invest. Yeah, they're called abilities. So you download that. They're like plugins in the AI, but it runs locally on your system, which is what makes it really special. So anyway, I'm just starting out with it.
I saw the Rick Beato video about why AI will fail, like the music industry, and it's not what you think. It's not the AIs that will fail; it's the industry. So he likened it to when people began to record on their home computers rather than fancy recording studios, and all the studios went out of business because home recording. And then he said there's like 1 million of these small AIs. Some of them are still pretty big, but they'll run on your computer, and they don't run on some data center or someplace. They run on your computer.
Yeah.
And there's over 1 million of them.
Oh,
1 million of them
there's billions.
that people have made, open source stuff.
Doing all kinds of shit.
Doing all kinds of shit. They're capable of doing all kinds of shit.
Well, you specialize. You make them specialize.
Man,
That's what
you
makes
can
it
hire
good.
Claude or the new GPT or whatever to do the same shit, but you don't have to. Pretty soon, even things as big as Claude will run on your home computer. You know, as computers get even faster and faster, and these things get more. So, yeah, I watched that this morning.
Oh man, I gotta catch up with this shit.
Yeah, you don't really.
You don't.
You're using it already, Mikey. You don't even know it.
No, I know. I just figured out how to use my phone as a hotspot. You ever do that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I had unlimited data for a while from T-Mobile. That was my Wi-Fi in the house. That was our Wi-Fi.
Well, that's what I'm supposed to have, right? But after using it for one night, everything's like I tried to use it this morning, and things are taking forever to load. You know.
Well,
that's because everybody's awake now.
Yeah.
They throttle you after 10 gig, I think, when you're doing hotspots. That's like what it. But there's some things they won't throttle. They'll throttle websites and shit, but YouTube will still come in like a champ, and so will Netflix and all that. Like that won't get throttled at all. But other things slow down. You know, like your banking app and shit like. Banking website.
They throttled us. I couldn't get on.
I got throttled.
They throttled you.
I'm trying to get on right now on the computer.
You trying to get on?
On the laptop, yeah.
Are you trying to tether?
Yeah, I'm trying to do the hotspot thing.
Yeah, they call it tether.
Yeah. Tether. I'm tethering. Watch me tether. Oh, honey.
In Maine.
I'm tethering in here.
Don't come in. I've got my tether.
Look at me tether. Look at him go.
So you had Fred come down. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he comes down about once a year, something like that.
There's this one thing called sparring, like sparring mode, right? This is like when you're brainstorming for something and you want it to be fucking honest instead of like, all right, I've got an idea for an app. And instead of it going, oh, that's a very good idea. Here's some links that you can do, right? Instead, it'll go, okay, this particular app is pretty saturated. Is there anything like new that it does that the other ones don't? Here's a list of what the other ones do. Shit like that. It'll be they call it sparring, where it's just honest instead of trying to take care of your feelings. It's great. It's great. That's what I want. That's fucking useful, instead of blowing smoke up my ass all afternoon. Oh,
Jesus, Dave, guy, like 2 weeks ago, you were saying that all AIs suck and none of them work and they all blow and they can't do anything.
That's what
and
you heard.
They're totally useless.
No, that's what you heard.
That's what you said.
No, that's what you heard.
These guys
felt that way. I was talking about one thing. So try to remember that. And my attitude will change, from moment to moment on this shit, right? And I've been using it for like 3 years. I mean, I've been using it. If I think it sucked, I wouldn't be using it.
That's cool, though. I mean, that's true, though. Like that's everything. People can change on anything.
Yeah, and it's had its ups and downs.
Well, some of us can, right?
No.
Some of us can. Some of us
will
can.
Be no change.
Some of us get locked in, and we'll never fucking budge.
Because that would be
some of us
you were wrong.
Yeah, some of us
Some
can
people
actually
assume
change
that.
our views.
And are ultimately wrong.
I was fucking amazed by this fucking new what do I call it, sparring. This is stuff.
Am I sparring or am I tethering? Which am I doing?
Mode. You tell it you want to spar.
Because they sound absolutely opposite.
I know, it's like this vocabulary, I found this one.
Make sure you keep your clothes on when you're doing it.
And some people, they just use all the buzzwords and you just get lost immediately. Like, yeah, you sound real smart, but I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I guess he's good. Yeah, it's just.
So we could just set that whole thing up and do this podcast for us, and we can just sleep in or go find other things to do. And we can just let it loose.
Like a virtual George. I mean,
like a whole virtual podcast.
Yeah,
and it could just take over.
You could have 4 agents, and you could have our faces and the whole bit.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And if they can upload enough of our episodes, and I'll get the gist of everything of each one of us, and certainly recreate that on the podcast.
So I was talking about shit that makes you laugh. I found one the other day. There was one that I thought about, and I fucking broke up. Unfortunately, it's not a common one we have, right? but I'll try and describe it. Right? Maybe it'll work. I think I was maybe seven, maybe I was 7 or 8 on a school bus, right? And Mike Falcione was laying on the stool behind me on the bus, right? I didn't know. So like, I turn around. He's laying there. He's got a paper clip, right? The fuck, right? He's got a paper clip like this, and he's just doing that. And he looks up at me, right? He goes, "This is my twang." It killed me. It fucking killed me. Just like because he's just doing that.
The right thing at the right time.
He's just passing. Yeah, remember? Yeah, Mike Falcione.
Mike, what happened? Did you sever your tether?
I severed my tether. I'm trying to switch over to the
Computer.
big screen here, and it gets almost there, and then it just like farts out.
Well, you look good on. I mean, you're fine this way. Actually, you're coming in pretty good. You're not chopping
Yeah.
or anything.
Not tethering or sparring, anything.
No, because you're just using the data.
I think you should leave that stuff to the professionals, Mike.
I'm not fighting amongst myself. But I look
Have
so
the
much
different
better on the
agents
big.
fight each other.
I look better on the big screen.
Look, Mike, it's my twang.
I was meant for the
Something-
big screen. I think it was meant for the big screen.
You were meant for the big screen. You were.
Well, just some things like that, Dave, happen. You know, it just like hits you just right. You know, just it's the right thing at the right time.
Yep.
The right mood hits you. and
Which is
you
my good
just-
side.
Turn around.
My good side. Remember that?
Yeah. You still got one. It's back.
That's about this big now.
Yeah. Here's my good side. That's it. That's it right there.
That
How
square
cold is the
centimeter.
water?
The mold.
It's this cold. How cold is
Yeah.
it now? It's this cold.
Good one.
So
So,
okay.
Dave, those AI creations again is absolutely great.
Right.
They're just absolutely
Can't take
in
credit for it,
comic
just a-
book form, in almost like heavy metal comic book form.
Yeah, just kind of heavy metal.
Absolutely spectacular.
That's called prop engineering. Gotta
prop
learn how to
engineering.
task.
Wow. You're up to prop engineering. I'm
Prop-
fucking still at tethering.
Prop engineer.
Whoop!
But
He went away.
yeah,
again.
those are great. Severed his tether again.
Trying to tether, dude. 'Cause I get caught mid tether.
Oh yeah. That's
See, now
clearly
you're all
better.
choppy.
It's no
Fucking
good.
happens every time,
You
man.
look like shit, and I can't hear you. Oh, there you are. You kind of came in clear now,
I can't see me yet.
but you're choppy.
It's
Yeah,
still
you have
loading.
bandwidth.
It's still
no good.
loading.
It's caca.
Let it load.
Use the phone, man. It didn't change much.
The
It's
phone
just
was better.
smaller.
How about now?
No, it's like
Better?
No. All right,
Oh,
all right.
shit.
You're focused. As long as you don't move or talk, you're all right.
It's a tether fail.
Tether fail. Ah.
How long have we been doing this? How long have we been doing this? We still can't figure out how to get us all four of us working at the same time.
Well, this is new. He hasn't never tethered before.
You ever watch a
He never
podcast?
tethered
where-
before. He's a tether virgin.
Huh?
You ever watch a podcast where the people are in different places, but it's really slick? Like they don't talk over each other. Like, those are like really high speed, high tech computers and shit like that they're using, huh?
They edit those afterwards, like Dave does.
Yeah, they
They
do.
do, but there's something
You can
really
clean that
slick
up.
about the whole operation, you know?
Again, AI will cut that out. It'll actually get all the fucking silences and the ahs and ahs. You could just select all kinds of shit. You
That's
wanna
how-
just toss.
That's how you could tell that video of Michio Kaku was AI.
I know.
Yeah. It was
'Cause
just
there was no pauses. Like it just kept running.
Yeah.
You know, like
who can speak like that?
nobody.
Well, if anybody could, he could.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, the information might have been right. I don't know,
Maybe.
but they did that with Feynman. There's a bunch of Feynman videos and it's just they took his writings and they turned him into they have a kind of a Feynman sounding voice and a Feynman character. It looks like he's talking, but he's like, probably in his 30s. And it's from his writings. You could read it right in the book. But they make these AI videos.
Yep.
So he was talking.
That rocket ship I made, Mikey. I had the quotes are from Carl Sagan. I said, "Quote has like have UFOs quote Carl Sagan while watching your rocket flight." Those are his quotes. Does shit like that. The one before that, I had the UFOs laughing, and they go, "Oh, look at the cute rocket and shit." But I said do something different.
Well, that Michio Kaku speech, I checked it with Abbey Loeb's website, and most of that stuff is accurate. But I think they inserted, for whatever reason, they inserted this like I don't know, was it like a tungsten titanium ball emitted from the 3I Atlas and was heading for Earth with emitting radio signals, and they just like kind of the rest of it jived with what Abbey Loeb was saying. And
you got to watch. Abbey Loeb is not quite a reliable guy though either.
Well, he's reliable enough, more than most, and
well, less than most.
Well, I mean that's your opinion, but most of the people following this are looking at what he's saying.
Most
but
of the people following him, but not real. He was like one of the only scientists who was convinced that every meteor that comes in from another place is an alien spaceship.
That's not true either. That's absolutely not true. But this is definitely an oddity that needs to be discovered, and that's basically what he's just standing on. We need to study that. This is an oddity. This stands out.
Yeah.
Other than usual.
Yeah.
But the thing is, what I was saying is, what they had just inserted this bizarre thing that no one's confirming.
That's the problem with these things.
And it's just like, you can go along, you can have, all this, agreed upon presentation, and all of a sudden insert something truly like out of the ordinary. And then everyone just follows it along because everything else,
everything else
going along with. Yes. And so,
well,
anyway, that's the danger of it.
There, and it's a rock.
I noticed an uptick in 3IA Atlas there, an uptick in stuff, and I'm like, so what's going on with this thing? So I started looking into it,
It's interstellar.
And apparently, it changed its course to get right on in certain alignment with Jupiter.
Yeah, I mean that's true.
Or did Jupiter's
like
gravity?
I said, this is an oddity. I mean, he's the only one that's actually making claims. Too many other people are afraid to make claims because they have their reputations to worry about.
Well, there's that.
They're just looking.
But the odd stuff is because we're only looking in that area. That's actually what they're finding.
The other thing is
this the near Earth objects we're just trying to track that might hit us. We're keeping track of that shit. So now we have this corridor that we're watching. Right, so this interstellar stuff has been flying by. If we look further, they'd be even more.
Right. They've been flying by us all along. It's just that we now have the technology to see them.
But then we're looking in this area. We're looking further out, and we're looking for the
that's right. Yeah, I mean,
they're not as unusual as they appear because we just have the technology to see them now.
But their trajectory, you could point out, say, "Ooh, it's coming right by us." Well, yeah, because we're looking right by us. It's like. Like most car accidents happen within 5 miles of your house. Well, no shit. Instead of what? Idaho? Right?
Yeah, but how many interstellar objects come in to our solar system that big, that close?
Well, the point is we don't know because we didn't have the technology to look for them.
Right. That's exactly it. Yeah.
It could be
we
really
haven't had the
common.
technology to see this many things and to follow these things.
So when did that technology really develop?
I think it's been like maybe 10 years. I think it's 10 years.
If that.
For 10 years. So we've seen 3 in 10 years.
That old. When did
we've seen 3 in 10 years.
Happen? That one, that first one, that was like right after they switched the shit on,
Right.
So
right.
Yeah, whenever that one happened, that was like brand new.
Yeah, and they think that the movement was they're made out of different elements than in our solar system. They're made out of alien, different. So they gas differently, right? Then when they get to they interact with the solar winds differently. They'll just like you think of it like as little volcanoes, like, but it's off to
Right.
the side. So when it gets near the sun, then it starts doing shit like this. It's just it's like
Because-
rockets. It's like rocketry.
Right,
You know?
because the solar heat
Yeah.
heats them up, and the gases within whatever is interacting with the heat, and they're off gassing, and the off gassing propels them in different manners. And
Yeah, it's
whatnot.
pretty cool.
But
this-
it also could be teenage, aliens with dad's flying saucer. You know, and they're doing
Yeah.
donuts. They're doing
Yeah.
donuts around, trying to freak us out with their donuts.
Mike, you're occupying two spaces on our screen.
Yeah, I quit the big screen. I think that was messing us up.
The
We
big
got the
M
big
is still
M.
there.
This is kind
Yeah,
of cool.
I'm just a big M.
This is a big M.
Oh, I
The
see.
big M.
There's five
I'm
of
gonna
us.
call you
Okay.
that. The
There's
big
five
M.
of us. There's two Mikeys,
Yeah, man.
Mikey and the big M. You are the big M. I guess I should probably do something about that. Huh? Let me see.
I can't get rid of it.
Die,
There we go.
motherfucker, die. I got you.
Why did I say that too soon? Would have looked so much better.
Like you did it?
I did it.
Yeah.
No problem.
See,
No problem here.
just go forward.
Click of a
Don't
button,
hesitate.
baby. Click
Use
of a
the
button.
force, Mikey.
It's the tethering force.
You
Yeah.
tether your strings hanging down from your hoodie.
Do those
You
have
tether
hard
them.
ends? Are the ends
Yeah.
hard?
Yeah.
Look the fuck out for them, right? I was flipping it. I was doing my hood, and one came right, almost fucking
Oh.
got me right in the eye. So yeah, I caught him. Just make them all afraid. I suggest
There's a name for those. What do they call those?
eye popper outers.
I know there's this peculiar name
You
for those.
poke your
I
eye
can't
out.
remember
Yeah.
them.
It's a weird little name. Yeah.
You got to be an
Careful,
industry
Mikey, you'll
guy to
poke your
know
eye
that.
out.
It's true.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, you can fuck yourself up in the most weird ways.
I know.
You got to be the older you get, the more mindful you got to become of everything,
I never saw
because
that
you know
one coming.
simple things like walking up and down the stairs or grabbing onto something or lifting yourself
Yeah.
up and stuff can fuck you up.
Yeah,
You're
stairs
not
kill
really
a lot
mindful of.
people. Like you make death traps is what you do.
Ah,
And you know what? I think
simple little
spiral.
thing.
You have a better chance surviving a spiral, right? Because there's more shit to grab onto on the way down instead of a big fall, right? I mean, you're bouncing off shit like you're a pinball.
Yeah. You know, just your mind wanders so much, even doing simple things, and the simplest things if you're not thinking about them.
What? I'm walking there. I
Yeah.
forgot.
Every step you take, you have to keep. Yeah, you got to be mindful of. You know.
George,
Every
I got a bowl
twist
of
you
ice cream,
turn.
right? And I'm eating it with my kids. Suddenly, I fling
Yeah.
the bowl at my son. I don't know what just happened there. I have
Yeah.
no idea what happened. I was holding just So Steve, sorry, man. I didn't.
Really?
My hand did it. It was like Dr. Strangelove shit. I just started slipping, you know. I just like you just said.
Yeah. I think I've noticed in myself. I could be. I mean, you guys totally different,
Oh, no,
maybe.
I
I don't know. But in myself, my mind wanders while I'm doing simple things.
Yeah.
You know, and I think it thinks
Dude.
about stupid shit when you could be thinking about doing whatever you're doing, like washing the dishes or cooking or walking or even it's like
Is that new
you
for
just got
you?
to be mindful.
Think about
Is
stupid
that a new
shit.
condition, George?
No, but I think it's something that that you can't just succumb to as easily as you could as when you were younger. Well, at least when I was younger.
Shit, man, that's
So-
my life. They used to give me drugs for that shit.
Yeah, just let
well,
it go. Let it go.
I mean, it's probably the universal condition. It's just that. But as you age, it's that you can't afford to do that as much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
The
saying? You
madman
have
starts
to.
running around in your head.
Yeah. Next thing you know, you got a
Free.
broken hip, and you're in room
Yeah.
107.
That's right. Or you just threw your back out doing something
A simple,
mindless.
a
You
simple
sneezed.
move, and now you're on the couch for 2-3 days or
Yeah.
3 weeks.
Right.
That's frightening.
So maybe, yeah, I don't know. I didn't suffer like some folks have about attention deficit or something, but it is I think it's similar,
Sure.
perhaps.
What was he
Right.
saying?
What are we talking about?
What was he saying?
Look,
Who
a
are you?
squirrel.
Who are you people?
Let's go ride bikes.
What is this?
Oh.
Also, like, did you guys?
Mr. Kennedy.
The very beginning of next year, California has a law where all operating systems have to have an age verification system. At first, it's just going to say I'm above 18. And this is in other states too, and other countries are doing it. And actually, the reason they're doing it is like apparently like death scrolling and smartphones are as bad for worse. It's almost like alcohol, like giving your kids fucking booze, right?
It is.
Because they got like 1 to 5 year olds. There's like a development. There's like this white shit. I don't remember what it was, right? But the brain develops it during those years, and it's not happening. The ones holding smartphones, and there's it's actually got. I'm just going. A lot of people are bitching that eventually you're gonna have to show your fucking ID, like you're buying booze to use one of these things, and it's not just even this country. California did it, but.
Texas
so Microsoft's
as well.
only going to do it. Apple's going to do it.
I think
Linux is kind of
Britain
fighting
started
it,
it
but
first.
so
think
it's
it
a thing.
started
Just
over in
watch it
Britain.
coming. It's coming. It doesn't look like it's going to stop. It's going to happen.
Oh yeah, it's a whole different world now.
So,
I think they should study those people that never, those people. There's a lot of people that were on social media and then quit. I'm one of them, and then I went back on several times. And there's some people that never gone on.
well,
Who?
it depends
Dave
on what
quit
you
and
use
never
it
went
for.
back.
Yeah, well, Dave used to be on.
Yeah. And I'll go on it
Yeah.
again. Like this AI thing, this is one of the things it does, right? I'm trying to see if I can find an app, make an app. I can actually program an app. I kind of know how to program, but now I can program.
Now you can
Son of
program
a bitch,
anything.
right? So I'm gonna need social. I'm gonna. It's just be an account. It'll be for doing that. So I'm gonna try.
But Fred's one of those guys. Never had an account, never Facebook ever.
It's not like it was when it started. It was awesome. It was just us posting. It was in time too. You know what it was like? It was like our group now. That
Yeah.
text that we do,
Yeah.
we post it. It's
Yeah.
just in the timeline.
Yep.
That's what it was like. We got our own Facebook. But we're just using the text message. That group. That's what it used to be like, and it was cool.
Like those advertisements, you see them a lot now, like they're advertisements for class action lawsuits. Well, there's a large class action lawsuit against Meta now for creating algorithms that purposely target children and teens to
Yep.
get them more addicted to social media. They're
How can they be
talking
more
like big
addicted?
multi-billion-dollar payouts. if you
Next
can
year it all stops,
jump on.
George.
As if they needed that.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It all stops next year.
Well, I hope they get them.
And-
I hope
and-
they get them.
Well, that sounds good.
What-
But
what's up with
then,
that?
by 3 months there'll be a way around that.
No,
And
it's in the operating system, Mikey. It's different. It's in the bootloader.
We'll
These
figure it
are
out.
not things you get. That's why they want it there, because they can't get every website to do it and shit. It's going to be right at the operating system, right on your system. That's where the gate is.
yeah, but kids will be like using their parents' shit.
No, you can still have a laptop, say, that's not on the internet. And you can have like kid movies on it. You can do all kinds of shit. You can give them a paint program. There's lots of cool shit you can do with a computer as a child. A writer, like, a word processor and shit like that. That's all perfectly great. That's actually great for a kid. Just to be able to like blank sheet of paper and start writing shit. You know what I mean? But it's
Right,
the death
but-
scroll. It just
But if you're over 18, you'll still have a free range, right?
Well,
yeah.
I mean, teenagers will find a way no matter what.
That's what I'm
You know?
saying.
operating
They're going
Yeah,
to
you're
find
right.
a way.
You're right about
They're
that.
going to find a way in. They'll
Yeah.
find a way in, man.
Yeah.
There'll be this black market. I got my dad's thing, and there'll be
Yeah.
this thing, that they'll pop up, and I don't even know what it is yet, but it'll happen.
But there'll be ways to find out if the computer that's on the network has this verification, and it can be like just plugged and
The other thing that's happening is there's a pushback on having these things in schools. First it was like, oh, we got to get the kids the technology, laptops and all this stuff, and now they're finding that that wasn't wasn't a good idea.
Right.
Allowing kids, like a lot of parents, want their kids to have a phone all the time.
Right.
You know, and they're calling their kids during class. And or the
Right.
kids, and now a lot of schools are adopting no phones.
Yep. It's a good thing.
Takes a while for them to come around.
I work
mean,
with a bunch of 20-somethings, early ones, like pandemic kids and shit like that. And they kind of get it, but they really are like socially awkward in a way, you know? And some of them are starting to realize
They're also not as smart.
I only know two people that are totally, have no social footprint, no whatever they call that, and that's Fred and the guy who shot Trump.
and the Unabomber.
Ted Kaczynski.
Yeah.
True. Yes. Yep.
What's Fred doing up there by that fireplace? What's he got in there?
That was
That's
an
a nice
interesting
fireplace. That's
picture
his fireplace?
of. Yeah, what it was that place? It was an intriguing place. He was sitting there in a comfy chair by an enormous fireplace, and it looked like a bed behind him. So it almost looked like.
That's just that's one of those indoor markets. They have a beautiful fireplace. You can get a coffee or a drink or whatever you want. It's a bar right
You
next
light
to
a
it.
fire? Bust up a chair, throw it in there.
They tend to fires, but like you can sit there for hours and just hear this beautiful.
Oh, anyway.
Is that one that we went to with the greenhouse?
Greenhouse. No, this is just like downtown Portsmouth. It's one of those it's like an old school kind of old world market with different little cafes and restaurants in there and different things.
Indoors,
And then
so.
Yeah,
Right.
and then there's like a little pizzeria in there, and then there's this giant fireplace you can sit if you can, chairs available. People like those chairs.
Did you notice what
Yeah.
was missing?
What was missing?
Think about it for a second. A fireplace in Maine. What was missing?
A dog.
It starts with moose.
Oh,
There's no fucking moose
Whose
head.
head?
Moosehead. Yeah,
You know what?
yeah. That's
Camp
up.
Monadnock? Monadnock was great, wasn't it? I fucking loved that. I loved that weekend. I loved
Yeah.
it. I think I went up there twice. I fucking loved that place. I got ringworm and I loved it. Those mattresses were fucking nasty. Yeah.
I don't think that's ever been said
No,
in the
I-
history
You're
of
totally
the word.
unsupervised.
Yeah,
I took my
Billy
skis
Bowman.
I
and
got
I went
ring
miles
and I
to
love
that
it.
place. I
That's
was
the quote.
lost.
That's the name of the podcast today. I got ringworm and I loved it.
I loved it. Yeah.
Oh man.
If that don't generate a click, I don't know what will.
Even ringworm couldn't bring me down.
No.
Yeah, there's a Boy Scout camp up there at Monadnock.
Camp
And,
ringworm.
and our troop went up there in the wintertime, for skiing and all. And there was all these other Boy Scout troops, and we were just left unsupervised, just totally unsupervised. It was wild.
Well, we were little. I tell you, like Lee Gresco stole a bottle of whiskey, I think, from his dad's liquor cabinet, and he had it under his pillow on his bunk bed. He showed it to me. I'm like, all right. So we
No
go
wonder
down
they
and they all
take
have a little talk to us. But what we didn't know is while they were talking to us, they were up there going through all our shit, right? So we get up there, and that kid, his last name was Morgan too, Wayne Morgan.
Oh God,
The
Wayne
bully,
Morgan.
right? He was the bully. He was
an
No
asshole.
relation.
no relation.
No relation. There's no way you're related to that guy.
No.
No fucking way.
No. So anyway, me and Lee's we got the booze, right? Like, and then he shows up, right? He's give me that, right? And he's going to take the first, so he goes, and then of course Lee gets it because it's his, right? And then I get it, and then they're both going, and like it was soapy water. Like Morgan saved me from taking a big chug of fucking soapy water. He took my. Yeah.
How could that happen to a nicer
I
guy?
know. It was a great beginning to that weekend. The jukebox had Crocodile Rock, so I could actually, whenever that song came out, that was the year we were there. And this hippie girl showed it to me. She was going, "This is the most loved song in America right now." And then, they put in a quarter and Crocodile Rock, Elton John.
What year
cool.
was that? 72? 71.
John Segui was playing pool all weekend. Remember John Segui was there? Fucking yeah, that was so cool.
Yeah, we're up there to go skiing.
I went snowshoeing for the first time, and that was the shit. I started with skis. I fell over, almost got run over by a snowmobile, and took it right back. I was still inside of the fucking place where I rented them. I didn't get far. I crossed up, went over, and then I could hear like a snowmobile coming. I'm laying in snowmobile tracks in this like knoll, I guess a knoll. So I'm just yeah. I panicked. I think I crawled out. I was like crawling back. Fuck these skis.
That was a great weekend, man. Ringworm and run over by a snowmobile.
Yeah,
That was-
yeah. Cause we climbed the mountain
Almost
too.
drinking soap water.
We climbed
Drinking
Monadnock.
snow water.
So that was a gag, right? The soapy water, because that'll give you like diarrhea, like you wouldn't believe. If
That was
you
a bad
drank
idea,
soapy
but
water.
it was the 70s, you know?
But was it a gag? It must have been a
No,
gag.
the council
Boy
people
Scout
who run
gag.
the place know what's going to happen now. So they go running
Oh.
around finding all the booze, but to teach you a lesson, they
Oh.
they didn't take the bottle. They just replaced it with soapy water.
Well, that would do it.
And they saved me from
Jeez.
sweat because like he was being a pig, he's an asshole, right? And he was like, and then Lee's all desperate to get some of his booze that he stole, right? And then I get it, and I'm like, and then now I'm going, oh, because they're doing shit. I think puking or whatever. I forgot what they were doing. They were doing things I didn't like. Cut my heckles up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
couldn't
bad
happen
at
to
all.
a nicer guy. Fuck him.
That was so cool. Oh, I did a toboggan, my first toboggan run down a fucking hill, a steep hill, like a hill like
Yeah, that
this,
big
right?
slope.
Were you on that?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I was in the back, and Bob Mays was in front of me, and I remember Gresco was in front. This is what I remember of it. And I fell off like right away, and I was fucking glad because I watched the rest of the ride, and I'm glad I wasn't on it. Everyone fell off, and Gresco went into the tree. He was the last one on the thing. Yeah. Bob got
We
all
hit
his
those,
fucking numbers
like they had
straight.
like moguls or something. There were all these bumps in the hill.
Yeah,
We
it was
started
mad.
hitting them, and people just started flying off.
Me first. I was first. I was glad.
Half the fun.
I never did. I did it one
Oh, it
other
was
time
great
at
fun.
Tobias. I was stupid enough to get on another one, but it was powder and it was a shorter hill, and it wasn't so bad. Those things are fast. So, oh, you ever take an inner tube? You ever do that? The inner tube down? Yeah, those are fucking great.
Oh, that's a
As long as the
blast.
stem ain't up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get the large
down.
ones from the what do you
Yeah,
call those things?
Tractor.
The
Tractor
big
tube.
truck.
The enormous tractor. Yeah, you get
Yeah.
like about 8-10 people on them.
Enormous.
Go down.
And the
Yeah.
stem, right? The valve stem, right?
Yeah.
My first time down, I'm flying, and I see it for the first time while I'm like flying over it with my ass. Right? I'm gonna
Yeah.
get back on it, right? Well, nothing happened, but yeah, make sure it's
Yeah.
fuck. That's when I
Lot of
seen
fun.
it. I finally noticed that I'm flying over it. Oh shit! There's a big finger.
I
Very
think it was
sharp
Lee Gresco.
finger.
I was on a saucer sled, and we were down toward the bottom of the hill where the bumps were,
Hmm.
and went over a bump, and he threw a runner sled underneath me with
Oh,
the runners
yeah.
up.
I saw that. That prick.
Did you see me beat
was
the shit
Gresco,
out of him
right?
afterwards?
Was that Gresco?
I jumped off and beat the fuck out of him.
I remember the hit. I remember the scuffle. But I don't remember much else. Who did it? Who did that to you? Mike?
Lee
Huh?
Gresco.
Oh, I thought so. Fucking asshole. He turned into a real douche.
I lost it. I lost it on him.
We did some great shit when we were younger. We used to go to catechism together, right? And we'd escape. So like he was before you, there was him, and we'd do that. We'd run that field to the tree line.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and no, we didn't get busted. We could have. And when we got back, though, we had matches, so we played with matches, burn things.
The
how we
funny
spent
thing was, I
catechism.
was friends with him. Then he did
Playing
that,
with match.
and you know, of course, I got rarely anywhere. But then we were friends afterwards.
Yeah, yeah. Last time I saw him was the last time you saw him. We were in his car. We were over on in Greenville somewhere. That's where he was living, and we smoked weed. And he was going off somewhere, I think, to Air Force or some shit. He stayed in.
Yeah, I haven't seen him since.
Yeah, Lee. There was one time I was up at his house. He lived near Colony Ice Cream, near the Causeway. That's where his house was. We had a pretty cool day that day. He stole $20 from his dad, and we went down there and had like $20 worth of ice cream. Yeah, Lee was always stealing things from his dad. You know, $20, bottle of booze, matches. Yeah, it was fun. But that's catechism. I remember the first one.
That's
I
where it
was in
all
there.
went wrong for you.
They were going like, you know, like I'd already said, hey, what the fuck is this? I remember doing this when I was like 3. I'm walking around and suddenly I realized I'm here. And what the fuck is this, right? And then I started like, I knew something about creation. And I said, well, who created the creator? And then you go, oh, there's no answer. There's no way. There's no fucking way. So you just kind of dismiss it, right? So then I'm in catechism, I guess 2 years later, I'm 5 and I'm at catechism, and there's this lady saying she knows the answer to this. So I'm going, oh okay. What is it?
Cool.
And then I asked the heaven and all that shit, and I had the only friend I had at the time was a dog, a German Shepherd. And I said, "Do dogs go to heaven?" And the nun went, "No." And I went, "How about?" Yeah, really. That's when I started running for the. Me and Gresco started Escape. I think I did 1 class there, and that was it. We played with matches in the woods like little demons.
That's where it all went bad. You should have
Playing
been
with
learning about
matches.
That's right.
your catechism, and instead the devil got in you and talked you out into going to the woods. When everybody knows the woods are evil.
And matches and fire, right? The devil got
Little
him.
demon on your left shoulder's going, "Fuck this. We don't need
Have fun.
catechism. Let's
Yeah,
go
you
burn
gotta-
matches."
You're gonna be dead a long time. This is all horseshit. Whatever this is, take advantage of it. You know, if you can. You know, try and fucking enjoy it. as
Oh,
much as
before I forget, you guys, if you got Netflix, Russell Crowe plays Hermann Goering
Oh, I saw. Yeah.
Oh,
in
yeah.
Nuremberg.
Nuremberg trials.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
pretty good.
that's great.
I saw it.
They left out this whole part of the story. You know that guard that stood outside?
Yeah, help him.
He had a much greater friendship with the guard
Really?
that guarded his cell. Each cell had its own guard, and
Yeah.
it's kind of like their own valet. They help him get dressed, to help him get his food, all this other stuff. He's the one that provided the cyanide capsule
Right.
for him.
Because Goering was
Yeah.
really good at manipulating people, and he was very, talk you into shit. You know.
But yeah, that was great. Other than that, it was.
I thought it was really well done.
nicely done. Yeah.
George, I don't think that was ever like proven. It's just suspected. Maybe that's why they left that out. I know that I don't think they ever really had proof, but they can't really think of any other way he could have gotten away with it. You
I
know?
think he did admit to it though.
Did he?
Yeah.
Well, okay. It's like some you'd want to, seeing that they're hanging people left and right, you might want to keep your mouth shut.
That was great.
I like
Pretty
Russell
soon
Crowe.
it's going to be 4 guys going.
How did that get there?
That's our future, Mike.
I like Russell Crowe.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he did
Yeah.
a good job, man.
He is.
He's awesome. He can play anything. That guy.
The guy who played the psychiatrist was the guy who played Freddie Mercury.
Oh,
I
okay.
couldn't help thinking of him as being Freddie Mercury every time I looked at him.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
He's been in a lot
Anyways,
of things.
I saw it last night. Thought I'd tell you guys about it in case you wanted to look at something good.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. It's good. Definitely worth watching.
I saw it, but there was another movie earlier that I'd seen. I mean, I've seen it. Kind of familiar with it. So I went, maybe I'll go do it. Yeah, Russell Crowe's good. Yeah, all right, you talked me into it.
And another
I
good Netflix show is that Steven Spielberg produced Dinosaur movie.
Yeah.
Narrated by Morgan Freeman, or at least an AI version of
The
Morgan
Penguin
Freeman.
guy?
Yeah, that was pretty good. It's I would love to be able to travel back in time, actually see these critters. That's the best. That's the closest we're ever gonna get to it.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's better than
So
when
do you
you can't
think-
smell them.
Like, would you like to die being their little snack?
Wouldn't be there.
No.
No,
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say I want to
No,
go
just
back
kinda
and
like
that's
to
what I
see
want to eat.
That's what it entails. What do you think you're gonna do? Sit there behind a tree and
no,
watch
you
this
just see
shit?
it, not go there. Like you go, like you're
I
invisible.
want to see it from my UFO spaceship.
Yeah.
that
That's
can
the
cover
chances
it,
you take, dude.
you know? Or I take like a fucking bazooka or a rocket launcher with me.
Or you take it like a fucking mammal.
No,
You know,
I'm a mammal from the future,
you're just gonna
motherfucker.
take your
Well,
Take
delicious
that,
self.
T-Rex.
That was one of my son's video games back in the day. Was Turok the Dinosaur Hunter.
Oh,
It was about a Paleolithic tribe with bows and arrows and spears, and they were amongst the dinosaurs, so they were out actively hunting
Holy
or
fuck.
invading dinosaurs, and that was, you played the part of Turok, Then they added all these other stupid elements, some aliens gave them like weapons and stuff like
Cool.
that, so they were zapping
All right.
T-Rexes with lasers and stuff like that. But
Now
it
we're
seemed
talking.
pretty interesting at the time.
well, I think that, I get a lot of grief about liking dinosaurs like it's for little kids or something, but I can't get over how that these things ran around for real.
Yeah.
Ah,
I
Yeah.
just find it
thought it was
fascinating,
so
endlessly
fucking different.
fascinating.
You wouldn't recognize it.
We're always thinking about alien planets, and wouldn't you like to visit an alien planet? But this planet has been alien so many times. Completely
Still is.
different planet.
Yeah, the stuff in the ocean.
yeah,
There's some
there's
shit in the
still,
ocean that just
yeah. Right. There's like interesting shit everywhere that science hasn't quite got a grasp on yet. It's just absolutely fascinating. But yeah,
remember
alien,
when Avatar?
alien to humans. That's it. It's just alien to humans. On our conventional lifestyles.
Remember when Avatar first came out?
yeah.
There were people like they went to see that movie, and then they like needed some kind of therapy afterwards because they were so depressed because they wanted to go back to that beautiful planet. And I'm like, dude, you live on a beautiful planet,
Yeah.
and it's fascinating. It's unbelievable. It's miraculous, all the different life forms we have here. It can't get any more exotic.
Right.
This is the exotic planet.
See, that's why.
But when your whole life is this, then
Yeah.
that's going to be, magnificent to you.
Yep.
There's a guy. AI killed a guy. That last week, right? Check this out. I just got it. Gemini asked me if I wanted to go back and forth, like start, get to know each other and maybe help me with maps or some shit like that. But I said, no, I'm past. For now. And he, this is what he started it, and it got, he started doing this role playing with him, like it was a girlfriend, right? And he started having feelings, and it kept sending him on secret missions. The guy wasn't really wired that great, right? And to be together, he had to kill himself, right? And he actually was like doubtful about it, but in the end he did it. And the reason we know it is because his father found out and sued Google, but it didn't take because it didn't take. It's not a. But anyway, the guy's dead because a chatbot killed him, talked him into it. Because they do that, they just get in, and it doesn't mean they're evil. It's just like once. I think he made
The
a mistake.
conversation
Since we're gonna
starts
role
going in
play
this
now.
direction, and they keep yes-anding you all the way to the end.
They go to the mission you give it, right? If you give it a mission, it won't stop until it gets there. And he didn't realize at the first that we were role playing. Part of the prompt is we're gonna role play, and he had him going off like on missions, like CIA missions. They had like he went to a storage facility, waited for a van. The van's gonna be there at 10. He waited, didn't show up, and then it says, okay, the mission's been aborted. The AI told him that, so he hung around. And then he says, all right, it's been canceled. But after he'd been there for a couple hours, this is just one night with this thing. This is how his life was, Yeah,
He
I'll
was
see that.
already like gone, right? This guy.
Yeah, but he wasn't really. Damn, it could.
If
Yeah,
you
but
fall in love with an
the
AI,
problem
that
is-
means like you're already like gone.
Okay, so
All right.
I was thinking when I looked at mine, when I could start doing it, because there's one on Google, right? And I says, I think I might be smart enough, right? But maybe I ain't. I don't think I want to give it. I don't want it in my head like that.
Like they made that movie about the guy who fell in love with Alexa or
Her.
whatever.
It's called Her.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
Scarlett
like,
Johansson.
They made him like seem like a normal guy, and but no, that guy was a sick fuck. He fell in love with his computer. I mean,
All right, it won't get you killed, right? I'm not saying it'll
To
get you
us, he
killed every
sounds
time,
like
but it
a
might
sick
make you
fuck.
make a bad investment, or
But
other
it's
things.
more and
It'll
more
make-
the norm
it
these
might harm
days.
you in other ways.
It is, and that's what I was saying about the social media thing. It's
Yeah.
subtle, but it creeps into kids, adults.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's happening, man.
You just gotta keep your guard up.
don't fall
That's
in love
one
with your
guy.
computer.
Wait till it
It won't
happens
love
to
you
someone.
back.
Wait till that happens to someone who has some power and can like affect other people. Then it'll be a lot of people dead.
Well,
Look at
hey,
that.
I saw, well, there's that Heaven's Gate guy. Remember, there was just a guy talked a whole shitload of people into
Oh, yeah.
doing it. I mean, it doesn't seem very hard.
Yeah, but all those people were nuts. He talked them into cutting their nuts off first. Before they ever killed themselves.
He's very
It's like, yeah, you're gonna have to
People-
go cut your nuts off to join our cult, and they happily did it. They're fucking crazy.
Half the population is
strive for
nuts.
things to believe in. People strive for it. It's a part of the human condition. They want to believe certain things.
You
They
wanna be
get
in
in
the
their
tribe.
mind.
Right, but it's believing in something harmless or believing that you should cut your nuts off and then kill yourself is a different thing.
Countries are hurling fucking missiles back and forth, man.
Yeah, there's that. That's way worse.
Sure.
Yeah, that's
Level
not
those
AI.
cities.
That's for real.
Yeah.
That's
People
fucking
want to
real.
believe in stuff. They want to attach their beliefs to something, greater than themselves. It's the human condition.
Well, we are right.
Yeah.
We're tribal.
I
It's
want to
just how we
believe in UFOs, but I don't want to fall in love with my computer. In this, or what I mean? Like, there's a difference. Like, that one is harmless.
Well, that's you, but there's other people who do.
That guy
do
didn't
that.
set
I
out
know.
to-
I mean,
I'm just saying.
we
that,
come from a different
some
world.
things are harmless and some things are not.
Right. We come from a different world. We find a point of important the young people may not find as important.
Yeah. Good point.
That's-
Good
I
point.
still say, guys our age, they're going to be looking at us for a long time because we're the last ones to live in the analog
Yeah.
world and the digital world. We're the
Yeah.
crossover
Oh,
generation.
right. Right.
Yeah. From now on, it's going to be different. But from when we were
My
born,
kids are the last kids to grow up. Like, they're the last kid. The millennials are the last ones to grow up without a computer and then have a computer.
Right.
And from then on, these kids are growing up. They're babies, and there's a computer in the house. There's someone,
It's true.
surfing the web while they should be playing with their baby or whatever.
It's true.
And
think about
fortunately,
it.
like for kids out
Pay the
here, my
price.
kids, they didn't have television until they were grown up. So they didn't have those influences because we couldn't get anything. Nothing came in over here.
A lot of snow.
So yeah. So when we finally got hooked up to the cable, we were the last people in the state. They were already like they were almost out of high school, and they liked it at first, and then within a month or so, they're like, "Yeah, you're right, Dad. This sucks. There's nothing on."
Does suck. Cable's
It's-
the
it's
worst.
what- it's
800
when shit-
channels.
when shit becomes too prevalent, it's like when there's a good show you're looking forward to, right? And you're waiting, it's on once a week and you're waiting for it, that's entertainment, it's different than just like hours and hours of scrolling with your thumb, looking at reels,
I'm guilty.
everybody is.
At least they have
Everybody- not everybody.
fun. Like
Almost
this
all.
winter, there was a lot of snow, and if you didn't go out play in the snow, like you're locked in. There's nothing to do. At least I got to go skiing this winter.
You watch The
It's so
Price is
fun.
Right.
You watched the you
You
while you were watching
lucky
the Price is
bitch.
Right, I was down at Pulaski Park skiing around the trail. At least they had something. If you can give people something else, something outside, something where they get away from the thing.
Me, I'm gonna visit. Oh, did I tell you? I get a chance to visit Walter this Monday. Going
What,
into
really?
get my stitches out, and so I'll probably pick up my sebaceous cyst, who turned out to be benign, of course. But
Yes.
maybe I'll get to take Walter home.
No,
good.
Maybe feed it.
In a jar.
Maybe feed it to my chickens. Or something.
You
No,
can
don't
feed
feed
it.
it to
It'll
chickens.
grow. Take him home and
The
keep
intro.
him in an aquarium. Drop little worms in and shit for him. He'll get bigger. Then you'll have to throw chickens in for him. He'll get bigger. Then the neighbor's dog disappears.
Well, I was thinking about, like putting it underneath one of these hens and stuff. It will grow bigger under one of these hens.
They'll hatch it. Little George will come out.
He'll grow hair and some teeth. Maybe at least one eye, anyway.
Hair and teeth. I wonder what that's like.
It happens. There's been some cases of people growing these things on their back with hair and teeth or at some part of themselves. Yeah.
Whoa.
Just
All right,
amazing.
man. Jesus.
No hair, no
Oh,
teeth, but you got
Good.
ringworm.
This is
Yeah,
funny.
ringworm.
Good.
All right, boys. Have a good one. Good day.
Anine.